What's up, nerds? This is Mr. Harbinger. Welcome to AP Computer Science Principles. For those of you who haven't had me before, this is what I look like, although I've had a beard for about a year, so this picture is less accurate than it could be. For those of you who do know me, I'm so sorry that you have me again. And if there was a better teacher for AP, then you would definitely deserve them, but you're stuck with me. So here we go. Enough of my awful face. I'm going to get writing some code here. If you don't have a Replit account yet, please get one ASAP. I put the link on Google Classroom. We need some kind of Python compiler in order to do what we want to do program-wise. It doesn't have to be Replit per se. There's a lot of different Python compilers that work, but I know this one works, and it works in a variety of environments. I know that it's free. I know that you can do this on a Chromebook. I know that you can do this on probably an iPad, a school computer, so whatever. I like Replit because I know that it works all over the place. You don't have to have it right now because I just want you to kind of watch and learn. But if you're trying to do this along with me, maybe on the second go-through or the third go-through, that's cool. So I'm going to jump right into it. We haven't yet paid for the upgraded license for screen capturing software. So I have a maximum of 15 minutes on this one, as opposed to 5 minutes for the rival. I'm going to make the most of my time here. I don't want to really do a part 2. I'm going to jump right in, and we'll see where that goes. When you get to Replit, and it says, hey, what language do you want to do? You pick Python, please. It'll say, hey, you picked 3. That's because there are 3 kind of branches of Python that get included when you click Python, but Python is the important one. So assuming that you clicked Python, and we're going to make a new REPL, this is what it kind of looks like now. This isn't going to be there, these 2 lines. I just happen to put them there because I know that they have to go there for what we're doing. TurtleGrafx are, they're older than me, which is kind of hard to believe, but it's a nice graphical way for people to interact with a computer code, which is like a set of instructions that the computer has to obey. And these 2 lines are almost always mandatory. For us, in this class, we're going to be doing TurtleGrafx just to kind of learn some of the concepts, and I think the visual learning helps some people. So you do need import turtle. That's without question, import turtle. Then the line below, everything is mandatory except for Timmy. It can be whatever you want. You could name it T. You could name it Tim. You could name it, I don't know. And I do mean, I don't know. No apostrophe, but all one word. Name it something appropriate, please. Don't call it something appropriate, because that's been done 1,000 times and you're not that funny. Additionally, so capitalization is important. Indentation is super important for Python. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a comment here. Comments are like notes that the computer is never going to read, but it makes it more readable for actual people. So when I grade your code later, I get to read your stuff, and this helps me. So it's not a hashtag, it's a comment sign in Python. All my Java people are yelling right now // and my VB people are yelling apostrophe. But in Python, the octothorpe, the pound sign, the hashtag, that's how we write comments. So I'm going to do something really basic. I'm going to tell my turtle to move forward 100 pixels. Hey, Timmy, dot forward 100. This is like when I talk to my dog. Cooper, sit. Cooper, come here. Cooper, outside. Cooper, treat. You use the name of the object and then the command. Because if we had other turtles, you know, we'd have to know which one we're specifying. So right now, I just want this particular turtle, Timmy, to move forward 100 pixels, and I'm going to run. And he was here, and it went 100 pixels to the right. So you would see that he's initially facing east in a way. And what I can do is I can give him additional commands. Right? I can say Timmy dot right, and I'm going to turn him right 90 degrees. So what you should see is he's going to start all over again. He's going to draw a straight line. He's going to turn and face south. So far, so good. So now I can give him another command. Timmy dot forward, let's say 50. Awesome. Now, what you don't have to do is type a step, then click run. Type a step, then click run. You could type all of the steps and then click run at the end. Right? That's one way to do it. So I'm not exactly sure what I should be doing. Oh, right. Maybe I meant to go up instead of down. Maybe that should have been left. You know, you can go back through and change some of your code, and it will alter how it does it. in the first lab, I think I asked you to turn and then end up at the exact spot you started. So I hope you're good with some trig and some geometry. I worked some of that in. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to make a rectangle. So let's see, I went forward 100, and then I turned left 90 degrees, and then I went forward 50, so I'm going to turn left 90 degrees. So if I ran it, right now he'd be facing to the west, and the cursor's still right there. So it's a rectangle. Wait, he did FD instead of forward. Here's the good news. Programmers are lazy. I mean, programmers are efficient, and we like to use the minimal amount of command it takes in order to have something run. So heads up, FD and forward are the exact same thing in TurtleGrafx, and if that freaks you out, just go back to using forward. Also heads up, LT is left turn, and RT is right turn if you'd rather use some abbreviations. But right now, I think to keep people comfortable, I'm going to do it this way. So I went forward, now I'm going to do another left turn. But again, if it makes you more comfortable to use the explicit commands, we will. And then last but not least, I got to move forward again. So I think it was 50 pixels. Cool. So I hope some people right now are thinking, wait, now what if I wanted to put, another thing on the side of it? Or what if I wanted to put a triangle on the side? What if I wanted to come back up and make a little roof or something like that? I get that, and I'm happy people are thinking that. You can add some commands to move him back along the edge and do that, like an Etch-a-Sketch. You can move him backwards. You can turn him in different directions. I don't mean to assign a gender to the turtle. I'm pretty sure this collection of pixels on my screen is genderless. But just something said for a long time, I guess, out of, I don't know, common verbiage. That being said, what I do want to do is show you how to make something colorful and fun. So maybe I really wanted like an orange rectangle or something like that. So if I wanted, I could give like the outside a cool color like blue. And now when I run it, you see that the rectangle has a blue edge to it. That's fun. And maybe I wanted to color the inside orange for SU, orange-blue, or maybe I want to color the inside green, blue and green for North Stars. So let's try that. What I do want to do, fill color, oh no, it's just color. And let's make it green. So what the problem is here is when we run it, it turned green, and that's cool, and you're thinking, well, maybe pen color and color are the same thing, and maybe sometimes they are, and maybe sometimes they're not. But what I do want to do is I want to fill it in, and we were kind of expecting it to be filled in, and it wasn't. That's because we didn't tell the turtle to start the fill command, right? Hey, you, I'm going to start drawing something, and when I'm done drawing it, fill the inside with that paint color. So I'm going to do that right now. This is the, it's begin fill. So part of the programmer process is sometimes you make a mistake, you type the wrong thing, you look for an error, and you go back and fix things. That's one of those. Hey, fill color. Oh, no, wait, that's a different language. Right? That's processing done through Java. So what I'm going to do now is I can't just type begin fill, because if I want to do other shapes after that, they might still start filling with paint, and I don't want that. So I have to tell it when to end the fill. So I was saying the programmer process, sometimes a lot of trial and error, and you're going to see me do some wrong things, and that happens all the time, but I'm trying to minimize mistakes. Yet it's still important to say that you can make mistakes. And the cool thing about programming is sometimes when you write your instructions, right, I'm developing an algorithm right now to draw a colorful rectangle. Sometimes when you do it wrongly, you can go back and fix stuff, and that's what I really like about programming. So, hey, there we go. So I made a nice green rectangle. That's cool. Right now my cursor's at the origin, and if I was in my geometry class, I would ask, hey, what's the coordinates of this upper left corner? And I hope right now you're thinking it's 0, 50. It is. That's cool for my Java people and my VB people who are thinking, wait, the origin is in the upper left-hand corner. That's true in a whole lot of languages, but not in TurtleGrafx. It's one of those things. So if I wanted to put a roof on, that's where things get tricky. Again, I could back it up, Timmy.backward. 50 would put him right there, and then I have to turn him appropriately in the right direction. I could retrace the outer edge if I really wanted. That's where things get a little bit funky. But for now, this is kind of what I wanted to show, right? If I wanted to retrace the edge and put a different color on, I could. But I did want to show pen color, that you could just trace like a white fill with a color. Color to make the fill color. In fact, you know, I'm going to take this out because it doesn't look like it's doing anything right now. Maybe it's something for later. I did want to specify the color, and I did want to tell it, hey, let's start filling the shape. Move forward, then left, then forward, then left. So this is a series of steps, right, that do the same thing every single time. I'm not getting a rectangle that's in portrait mode. I'm not getting a circle. I'm not doing anything like that. I could, right, if we wanted right here, I could. What I could do, I'm going to leave myself a little comment, and this is the last thing I'm going to do, because I think I have 4 minutes left in this video. Draw circle. So Timmy.pen up. I'm going to pick his pen up because I don't want him to drag the line that goes underneath the rectangle with him. I kind of want its own space. Timmy.forward 100 pixels. Should do me just fine. Let's run it to make sure it's working like it should. Uh-oh. No pen up. Let's take out the underscore and we'll run him again. All right, so he warps down here. That's cool. I'm going to do Timmy.color blue, like that. So that's cool. Timmy.begin fill, right? I want to make a colorful circle. Timmy. If I can spell circle, that'd be even better. So you see sometimes the computer suggests things. That's really cool. It's trying to be really helpful. I think it's asking for a radius, so I'm going to put in something like 25. And then I'm going to tell it to stop with the fill. So ooh. So I hope my creative people right now are thinking, I know what I could draw. I hope you're thinking that right now. So what you have to do is tinker with Turtle Graphics. You have to go on Replit. You have to use import turtle. You have to declare a turtle object like this and call it something. It could be T. It could be Leonardo. It could be whatever, as long as you're comfortable typing it over and over and over and over and over. So it doesn't really matter what you call it, but be prepared to use it again and again and again. And then I ask for 8 different programs. Hey, can you please draw a right triangle? Can you please draw a rectangle with a triangle on top? Can you draw me a robot? Can you draw me a whatever? They're all up there. What I'm asking for, assignment-wise, is for you to copy your code and paste it into a Google Doc. And then if you know how to use snipping tool, or if you're on a Chromebook, if you know how to do the little mini screen capture tool, that's there too. You don't have to get a whole screenshot. Just a little snip would do if you know how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, look it up. But it involves one of those funky buttons on the top if you're on Chromebook. But other than that, I'm asking you to grab me the graphics and grab me the code. And yes, you are getting graded on this. The better job you do, the more points you get. You don't have to spend a week drawing each one, but you don't spend 10 seconds drawing each one either. Yes, I'm going to leave that ambiguous. So when you're done, throw it up on Google Classroom as a doc. You can do 8 different documents, code and picture in each one. Or you can do one document with everything. You tell me, this is your first major assignment. It takes a long time, so I'm trying to get it out to some of you so you have something to do before school starts if you're bored. If you're not bored, well, you can do this when school starts, right? I'm not going to make you do schoolwork when school's not in session yet. But I still think there are some people who are more comfortable having this in their hands. So that's it for me for now. If you have any questions, you can email me at mharbing, that's M-H-A-R-B-I-N-G. Wait, what am I doing? We have comments for this. MHARBING at nscsd.org. I'm happy to answer questions. You can throw them on Google Classroom too. Happy coding. Welcome to class. Harbinger out!